Welcome everybody to another episode of Conversation with OGs. I'm Meatball.
I'm Barb.
And I'm Dre.
And today we're going to be talking about why men allow women to control the relationships. What do you think about that, Barb?
Weakness.
Weakness, that's it, just weak.
Weakness. A lot of women like to be in control, and what better way to have leverage to be in control is to have a weak man. Many women hunt out for men that are weak, are not dominant in relationships, so that they can control the relationship.
But what do a weak man look like?
I don't know. I don't like it. The weak to me is just going for anything, allowing anything. If I tell you go wash the dishes, you're gonna go wash the dishes. If I tell you you can't go out, you're not gonna go out. That's considered you're not gonna challenge her with anything. So to a woman, if you're not challenging her or saying that I'm going to do this, you just listening to whatever she's saying, she's considering you to be weak. And most men that are being controlled are, I'm not going to say that, because you got some men that are strong-minded men, but they only let you control the relationship to a certain extent. A weak man, you just running shit.
Does that mean necessarily he being controlled with the vagina? Or that mean she's just her mind is just stronger than his mind?
It could be anything. She could just be stronger, period. Maybe he's not as bright. You got some of them that are not very intelligent. Financial wise, he may not have it going, like she got it or whatever. So I just say weakness.
Because this where I was driving at. I believe that men allow women to tell them their place in a relationship. For instance, a woman would sit up here and tell a man, you know what, a real man, you know what, he need to pay all the bills. A real man need to, learn how to just walk away. If you was a real man, you would just do things that she would want you to do, and you shouldn't say shit back.
But how many women really want a real man? Because think about it. If you do have a real man and he does everything you just said, guess what her place is going to be? To shut the fuck up and do what I tell you to do, because you now don't have a right to say anything, because I pay all the bills. You sit at home. You don't have no money. I get your hair, your nails done. I pay your car note. So now he's in control. And most women don't like men to be in control. So they're not going to fuck with a real man, because they don't like to be they don't like men to control them.
Yeah.
So when a woman say a real man and what a real man do, that's pretty much a smoke screen.
Yeah, that's all. Now, for instance, I think a woman would have a relationship and even marry a weak nigga, but be a side chick for a real man. Because guess what? With that weak nigga, she's still in control, but being that side chick for that real nigga, she really still ain't got to live. They just fucking. So she ain't really got to obey too much of what he's saying, because you got to think, once again, a woman likes leverage to be in control. She's not going to be in control with a strong man. She's not going to be able to.
So why would she rather have two niggas? Why not just be with the strong nigga if that's what she really wants?
Because she's not going to be able to control him. She's not going to be able to tell that strong nigga, that real nigga, you ain't going out with your friends. You better pay this. But that weak nigga, she can do that. She's not going to be able to do that with her. She's not going to be able to be in control.
So she going to want to fuck the strong nigga, and she just want to manipulate and control the weak nigga.
You gotta think a strong guy gonna stimulate her, maybe mentally, sexually, just because the way he moves, she's gonna be attracted to him. Now, the weaker guy, she's not gonna respect him. She gonna always talk crazy to him. I don't care if he the breadwinner or not. There's a lot of guys that's the breadwinner, and they still weak, and they allow their woman to control every aspect. So I mean,
but it's still confusing to me. So because I don't understand, if she got a guy that want to treat her right, he want to take care of her, he want to see her being comfortable. Why would she want to manipulate him just for control?
let me answer that. Hold on. Think of all the women that decide, wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm gonna shave my motherfucking eyebrows off. I'm gonna cut my shit to look like Halle Berry, and after she wear that hairdo for a week, she put some weave in her shit to make it long again. A lot of women don't know what they want. They move off of impulse, what they feel and how they feel at that time. They don't, you know what I mean? How she feel today, that's not how she gonna feel tomorrow. Everything is off emotion and feelings. So she may feel this way about this guy today, and tomorrow she can be like, you know what? He need to do this.
Well, what a lot of women don't like is a nigga telling them what to do. And women do not like that. They don't like it. They tolerate it. They don't like it. It's a difference. I'ma tolerate you telling me what to do because you do got the bag and you do take care of me and you do the things you're supposed to do. But I don't like it. So if I could go be with a nigga and I could tell a nigga how to move the way I want you to move, they like that shit.
Yeah.
They like it. But they tolerate it from another nigga. I'm gonna tolerate it. Don't no woman like no man telling them what to do. They tolerate it.
Yeah, they gonna like to tell him how to move, but they not gonna respect him. They not gonna look at him like a man. But
how many women had an opportunity to tell a man who pays everything what to do? What you think he tell them?
It's a lot of women out here that do that.
Really?
So are you basically saying that if a man is up and he running shit, she pretty much waiting for things to go wrong and like get her lick back?
Get her lick back. Yeah, because he telling her what to do. You shut the fuck up. I pay your car note. Just think about it. If you don't have no job, you at home every day, only thing you doing is taking care of your kids and cooking, and that's what a woman considers her giving back. She considers that being a job, but your man getting your hair done, he buying your clothes, the kids' clothes, he paying your car note, the insurance, he paying for all the kids' activities, he making sure y'all go on trips. You have no income. Your voice is very limited.
I want to make a point.
It's very limited.
You was just saying something about what man lets a woman come in and control the relationship or whatever when a man has money.
Not many.
Think about, this is a big one right here. Think about the guy from England that was a prince. He married the black girl, and what happened?
You talking about the black rapper?
No, the guy.
Oh, you talking about Prince Harry?
That married
Prince
the white,
Harry.
that married the black girl. What happened? He turned his back on the family, was denounced him being a prince and all that, just to be with this black woman.
Yeah, just to be with her.
Crazy.
But he was also, Prince Harry just was a rebel anyway. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. But he gave up his throne. He gave up his fortunes to be with her. So I mean,
you do that, bro? You a prince. You worth all this money. You own all this shit. This woman's sex is good enough for you to marry, have a baby, and get you to walk away from your family, this inheritance, your royalty, all this shit.
I don't think he gave up all that.
Oh, he was giving up a lot of that.
He gave up a lot. If you step down from a throne,
I don't think he gave up. Well, what it was is that he moved back to he was in the U.S. and I think they were supposed to stay in London. She didn't want to stay in London. They moved back to the U.S. or whatever. Right. But I don't think he lost his inheritance. I think he
wouldn't have lost that, but he was out there.
But can you imagine you in the U.S. now and people be like, so who are you? He be like, well, I'm Prince such and such. Look at him like, man, what is you talking about?
That's crazy.
How did you Prince anybody in the United States? Oh, I gave that up to me. Man, they gonna call him all kind of stupid MFs and dumb MFs. You gave up your throne to be with a woman. You a fool. You could have any woman you wanted in the world, and you go and if he with a black woman, you know he catching hell.
She mixed.
She go run her mouth.
She black. I don't care. She mixed.
Well, she's considered.
Yeah, she got once you got a percentage of black in you, that's what you is. Ain't nobody gonna say you have.
But do you see the control? Now look at the difference. He's been Prince Harry. He grew up rich, fame, anything and everything he could possibly have. Nowhere in there was he defiant or anything. So now you get with this woman,
black woman
from the U.S., who's probably somewhat defiant, somewhat rebellious, who comes to you and say, "No, you ain't gotta listen to them. Be your own man.
See,
you
I disagree.
weak." Show some type of sign but she played the role. She had that baby.
She got married and that baby.
She had that baby.
She kicked it in, boy.
No, she was already kicking it in anyway. but
once
she
got
really hit it
pregnant,
with the hammer.
I always said there's two things that change a woman: babies and marriage.
and she
And he gave her both of them. He threw. That's why he ain't a prince no more. He gave her a baby.
Well, he's
and he
still
married
a
her.
prince. He's still Prince Harry.
Well, he ain't
It's not-
nothing
they
until the
probably
United
ain't together
States.
no more, is it?
Yes, they are.
If he in the United States, ain't no
Well,
princess here.
I think
they still over there.
Yeah, no. When his grandmother died, I think that was his first time he had went back in a long time. Is when his grandmother died. Yeah. And
So for me, Mark, you know what I'm gathering from what you saying is because I most definitely don't think a woman should be telling a man much of anything, let alone for a man to be giving a woman his money to, you know, to actually believe a woman is going to do right by you. When I'm intelligent enough to know a woman always want to run shit. She want to run the house. She want to run the man. She want to run the finances. She want to run the decision making. I don't think that no man should ever turn the money over to the woman because how do you really know what she doing? And I believe all.
Well, you don't have to always run a relationship financially.
Huh?
You don't have to. It doesn't have to be ran financially. You could just run a house. You could tell, well, we gonna eat this. I'm going to the grocery. She could go to the grocery store. She could be the one who buys the food. So this is what we gonna eat because I go to the store. This is what I wash the clothes in because I buy the fabric softener.
Right.
We're gonna use this brand of tissue. We're gonna. So it's always always a woman can run it. She just doesn't have. Your parents can't come over here. Your mother can't. I mean, they can run.
Yeah, she get it,
But
women
it's not
get it
just
too with the
financially.
mothers, and so he can't. So she can't, cause she don't want no other woman coming over there running nothing, or thinking she's finna sit up here and tell somebody to do in her house. Women are very controlling. They are very controlling. But see, Brian, with the money, it ain't too many men. If a woman come tell her man, this is how much the bill is. It's $300. He ain't saying let me see the bill. He giving her $300. It probably is only $120.
I'ma ask. I'm like, let me see. I need to see.
But y'all keep missing the point. It's two different type of men. You have a weak person and you have
But
a
can
strong.
you describe a weak man to me?
Somebody that's more. I'm not gonna even go say weak. I'm gonna say passive.
Okay, can you describe a passive man to me so I can get
Who's
a
not? Who doesn't like to be controversial? He doesn't like. He just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. He doesn't like the fight. He don't like the arguing. He don't want to fight. He don't want to be. So he's more passive. He's not gonna challenge you on stuff because he just doesn't like that type of vibe. Somebody that's strong gonna be like, what you mean? Let me see it. They gonna question you like. Passive people pretty more laid back.
See, I think I'm passive, but I'm still gonna go bananas.
Passive how?
See, because
Who is passive to
I'm
you?
about to say it. Listen, at sometimes as far as like things that go on in the house, woman might be like, okay, this is what I want to eat. This, you know, some stuff I let pass. You know what I mean? But certain shit that I feel like I gotta stand on, that's gonna affect me in a certain type of way, that I don't like. That's when I sit here and say, okay, that's just like what we moved to. She was ready to move. I was like, okay, this is what we moved. She literally picked the house, and I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I was passive in that sense. You see what I'm saying? But if I sit here and say, this is what, hell no. You go by yourself. It's certain, I think it's like.
So one of your girl hit you with this, Dre. She say, listen, you got paid today, Friday.
Okay.
First of all, you should have been here an hour ago. Matter of fact, and where that check at?
Ain't no woman gonna say nothing.
See,
like
that's
that
what
to
I
me.
think you mean by a passive guy. She got him on the schedule. He's supposed to be somewhere at a certain time. When payday come, where that check at? She ain't asking him for no money. She telling him to run everything, and I issue it out to you.
Nah, man, passive is like, to me, this is just my opinion. If we riding together and you be like, well, man, I want chicken, and Barb be like, well, shit, I want fish. And I'd be like, well, fuck it, you know, I'm with whatever, I can eat whatever. To me, that's passive.
No, that ain't passive. That mean, you know what I'm saying, you
I'm just going
open,
on.
you more open and you're not, it don't really matter to
See,
you
that's
what
what I
you eat.
felt like
And most
passive.
men feel like that. I don't
Okay, here
care.
it is. It says this. It says, accepting or allowing what happens or what others do without active response or resistance. That's what I said.
Yeah, low resistance.
Yeah. And then it
Very low
says,
resistance.
yeah.
See, I think a man shouldn't compromise on
So basically, you're not fighting back. You just whatever you say.
You don't compromise on your food. You don't compromise on sex. And you don't compromise on, you know what I'm saying?
On your food? So that's just like we gonna pick a restaurant. You don't think you don't
You gotta.
I'm saying if I'm telling you, you know what, I want some chicken. This is what I got a taste for. And she said, well, no.
Go to a restaurant to sell chicken.
Well, no, I'm telling her to cook it. I'd rather eat. So if I'm saying I want some chicken, and she said, well, you know what, I got a taste for some fish. But I told you I want some chicken. This is not up for debate. Now, if I ain't say nothing, cook what you want to cook, but I'm telling you specifically,
I gotta cook you some chicken and fry some fish.
And do that then.
Right.
But I want some chicken. I don't want you serving me some meatloaf when I told you what I wanted.
Right.
I'm gonna be upset. I don't want you telling me, you know what, you gotta wait for some sex because, you know, I had a long day at work. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about none of that. You have to do, that's not negotiable for me. Food and sex is not negotiable for me. We can talk about where you want to move. We could talk about buying a car. We could talk about a lot of other things. But I don't think a man should compromise on food and what he like to eat. I don't think a woman should have that authority over him.
I just feel like don't compromise on respect. You know what I mean? Everything else is compromisable. Like, okay, I wanted this and you want to get the mom van. We found our way somewhere in between. Or I wanted to move east, you wanted to move west. But anything that involves your respect, that's the only thing I feel like shouldn't be compromised. Or your finance is going to put you in a situation. So them other two.
There's a lot of guys that don't even know they being disrespected by females. I talk to them all the time. I talk to different guys. And a lot of them just be like, well, you know what? That's just my girl. Listen, how is that your girl, man, when
So you're saying that's her character?
Well, they don't even know. Well, it's her character. But see, she dogging you, but you don't even know you being dogged. Other people got to point out to you, you being dogged.
Well, what makes me upset with the woman is that women don't even like guys that they can dog. So it's only beneficial to them. So if you meet any woman that's with a man that she dogging, 1 out of 10, she's sucking on somebody else. Because he's not even no type of fun. If I could tell you, shut up, nigga. Go get me something to eat. Go wash the dishes. And then she's like, you lame ass nigga, whatever I say, you just do. You don't cuss. You don't do just whatever I say. You giving me your check or whatever. But she taking that check. She gone. She with some other nigga that's probably gonna slap her upside her head, tell her to shut the fuck up, throw him a couple of dollars, and then she gonna come back home, cuss you out, kick you out, and stuff like that. And that's why I say for men, stop being stupid. Men are stupid to a certain degree. Y'all just stupid. Y'all do stuff for the dumbest reasons. I don't give a fuck if you got kids by somebody. I don't give a fuck if somebody is your wife. It's still a limit to everything you do. When you getting houses and cars and stuff and putting all this shit in her name, you're giving her leverage to control you, business and stuff like that. Because first thing she gonna say is, nigga, you couldn't get this without me. You wouldn't have this without me.
I made you.
I made you. You wouldn't have this job if it wasn't for me. I helped you get through school. So stop giving a woman a certain type of leverage. I'm not saying don't disrespect her, but stop giving her so much power, because once they get it, they gonna run all over you.
But Barb, every woman, if a man got anything going on, he got any kind of emotion, she want to be a part of it. I want to be supportive of you. I want to help you.
That's just the smoke. It's all smoke. You gotta understand, women do things that benefit them. Women have to benefit. I don't give a care what nobody say watching this, because it's true. If it's not beneficial, they ain't fucking with you. They ain't marrying you. They not having no kids by you. It has to be beneficial. Now, some can fuck up and have a baby by somebody who ain't shit, but it's something that he got that's beneficial. You ain't shit, but you got a good ass job, nigga. Thank you, child support. So it's beneficial. They always looking for a way to go to the top and have some. A woman ain't never doing shit without her own self being number one first.
That's just like, I look at it like this. I don't know if y'all saw this. You get a lot of women that can't find nobody, can't keep nobody. Then next time you see them, you like, damn, you with him? It's like they'll take anything just to say I got a man. and it's still a benefit because
And that's what we was talking about early. What did I tell you? They'll take somebody from the bus stop who work at Pizza Cat just to be in control and say, I got somebody.
Paint the house, cut the grass.
But why would she then say, you know what, this nigga ain't no real man? This nigga don't know how to do this.
Well, most women don't. What is a
chose.
real man? Many women don't know what a real man is. Many men don't know what a real woman is because many women probably didn't even grow up with fathers. Many men grew up with mothers, but were they mothers real? As y'all say, the mama might have been hoeing. So a lot of men don't even know what it is.
So I'm asking you. So what do you think a real man is?
I say somebody will respect a provider, protect the home. He a provider. He ain't weak.
He gonna listen.
He just ain't gonna let me say whatever I want to say.
Man, he gonna listen to
What the hell
listen. I'm trying to look from my point of view because it's not just for as a man in a relationship. This man is gonna be the head of the house. You got to be able to listen to your kids. You can't just sit here when they say something, just get smacking up, because you got to understand where they coming from. Your communication. So I mean, it's so much to me, different pieces that to make the word a man, to make a man actually a man. You see what I'm saying?
See, Ball don't want no compromise, and he want to say whatever the fuck I say go, and he might compromise. He ain't trying to compromise with nobody.
I'm like a lion.
He ain't even listening.
I'm like a lion. I'll let everything go on, but once you see me stand up, cut the bullshit. Now y'all can play around. You notice a lion don't move much. He don't make much noise. Only thing he do, he get up, he have sex, and he get up after the lion is killed, he eat. Mm-hmm. But when it come time for me to get some things in order, he get it in order. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna hear too much out of me.
Okay, so you two are men. Would you? Okay, I'm gonna just do this out. Somebody, you gonna be the strong one. You gonna be the weak one. You as being the strong man of a relationship, a man who does everything financially. You are the provider. You protect. You do everything that this woman needs to be done for this house to be taken care of, and also to take care of her and the children and making her. Would you allow her to be disrespectful? And if she was disrespectful, how would you handle it?
Okay, first, what is your give me an example of disrespect to you?
Like, just shut the fuck up.
Oh, she told me shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she just disrespectful. Disrespectful.
I don't want to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a Hitler on here or nothing. Because my whole thing is this. I don't have a problem with a woman speaking her piece. I don't have a problem with a woman.
So you cool with us telling you shut the fuck up?
Okay, no,
that's what I was trying to get an understanding on the level.
Okay, I'm giving you, you're the person, you went and bought her some shoes. Mm-hmm. And you went and bought her a couple of pair of jeans, nice little shirts, things that you like to see her in. So now she looks at you and say, I don't like this. I don't want this. Take it back. And you was like, well, I think you look nice in this. This is what I want you to wear. Because remember, you are the provider. And you do have men who like to buy stuff for their girls that they like to see them in. Mm-hmm. And then she said, well, you know what, nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't like that shit. Take it back.
Okay. Nah, I get it together right then and there. I said, well, listen, from now on, I'm not buying you shit.
Okay.
And you know what? Don't talk to me in that manner. Okay. I'm going to give her, that's a warning. Mm-hmm. You're going to get 2 warnings out of me before I react. Mm-hmm. So she got a warning. Mm-hmm. Now, if you said 6 months later, we out to eat and I brought her something to eat and she said something on that terms again, I don't want this. Okay, now, no more clothes for you that I'm buying. Now, no more food I'm buying for you. And if you say something out the way, I'm going to slap you. Because now you're being disrespectful, and I believe without consequences, what's going to
So when you cut it, so basically what you were doing because of the disrespect, and you cut the finances off. So once you cut the finances off, she has to go get a job. Because if you ain't buying no clothes, no shoes, no hair.
Well, I don't believe a strong man would even 100% take up a woman. I believe in 50-50. I believe in equality. They fought for it and they won. So we're going to go 50-50. I wouldn't mind. I pay the mortgage. I pay the insurance on the house and the taxes. But you paying everything else. You paying the lights. You paying the cable. It ain't going to be nothing to talk.
You ain't paying the car note insurance?
I would pay my car note, my insurance.
You don't pay her?
No, hell no.
What if her job is not equal to yours?
Okay,
so when you say no, don't say burn.
If I cut her living expenses in half, and she can't maintain her half, at that point I'm gonna look at her as a child. I'm gonna start telling her what she need to do, because now it's obvious you screwing up your money. You make bad financial decisions because you can't even pay lights, gas, cable.
So who's living in this house? Because you have children.
That's right.
So who's living in this house? Just you and her?
Well, me, her, and the kids. Don't make no difference.
So the light bill and the water bill is gonna be a little bit more higher.
If a woman told me,
if it was just
if a woman said that to me, oh, but your kid's there, I'm gonna say, so you telling me because the bill is $30, $40 more? That's an issue for you?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
shit.
now.
Wait a minute, your kids grown? They grown, right?
But of age, like you, high school considered grown?
Well, anybody got a job, so with the kids living there, it's just you and her paying the bills. The children are not paying any type of bills.
No, I would never make my kids pay bills.
Oh, well then I'm not gonna pay no bills either.
Well, you won't be there then.
How the fuck? Why would I have to? What the hell?
Because I wouldn't need you. If you go tell me what you is and you ain't going.
Oh no, I'm gonna pay no bills. I think that's totally disrespectful.
I think we talked about this before. What man will risk his life? He will protect, he will financially support, mentally support something that's not his. What man would do that?
You got a lot of men that do that.
Right?
Well, you're not supposed to.
And that's a sucker,
we're
right?
gonna say you're not supposed to, but it's a lot of men that do that.
My life, if I'm gonna risk my life for you, and I'm willing to sit up here, protect you, financially support you, mentally and so forth, all these things, and when I tell you to do something, you want to buck at me, you're just not the woman for me. So that's why you wouldn't be in my house, because I'm throwing you the fuck out. When you start bucking at me, it's time for you to go, baby. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to start whooping on you. And when I start whooping on you, you're going to call the police. Now here come the domino effect. Because I don't know, not no man gonna sit up here, sit in a house with a woman, and she calling him MFs, stupid.
Oh, they do though.
But I don't know too many men. Like I don't think.
So what do you call the people that allow women?
I call them guys.
Nah, you
I think you qualify.
I call them simps and suckers.
I think you.
I don't think y'all should do that.
That's offensive.
You let a woman be disrespectful.
It's disrespectful because I think every guy.
So he's not a man because he's like that.
If you got a penis, you qualify as being a guy. If you have a vagina, you qualify as being a female. But just because you got a vagina don't make you no woman. I'm not running, if it's snow outside, I'm running to grab a door for every female. I don't know if you're a woman or not. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep my same strut and let you open up your own door. Because I don't know what you are. These guys, I can't look at these guys out here and tell if they're a man or not, or if they're a simp, or a sucker, or a solid. I don't know, but you do qualify as a guy. I'm not doing no business with you. I don't really know you, so I don't care what you. As far as I'm concerned, you a guy. These females out here, I don't know if you're a slut. I don't know if you're a hoe. I don't know if you're a woman. I don't know if you're a woman with woman tendencies. But what I do know, you are a female.
Listen,
so
this is my thought on that. You say, if he sit there, take the abuse and all that. That makes him not a man, or you? That's like you asking.
And that's why I disagree with y'all on that.
Hold on, I feel like it's not. This is what a man is going to do. It's going to be two options. This woman is super disrespectful. He's either going to walk away and exit it so it won't get physical, or he's going to be physical. No man is going to sit there and let a woman constantly disrespect. It's going to start with the verbal disrespect. Then it's going to graduate to her pushing him in the head with the finger, talking crazy, maybe throwing his phone or something. Next thing you know, she physically thinks she can whoop his ass. So now she's attacking this man. So if this man sits there and allow all that, he's not a man. No man is going to do that. No man, I don't care what they told you, a man is not supposed to hit a woman and all that. A man is going to exit the situation. That's what a man gonna do, or he gonna put his foot in your ass.
So how you gonna have
Wait
to
a
go
minute, but
Facebook,
how
man?
do you
No, you gonna
allow?
do one. I'm saying you gonna do one or the other.
He
Or
gonna
you done
slap
been in
you and he gonna
situations.
walk away.
You done been in the situations where you sit and say, you know what, I'm gonna exit because I see where it's going.
Well, if I'm at home, Dre, that's
So if
different.
you're at home, that's different.
No. See, we talking about in your household. Now, if I go visit a woman and she want to be disrespectful, I'ma feel like, you know what, you don't deserve my presence. So I'm gonna get the fuck on. But if you at my house, I'ma tell you, listen, don't come in my house talking like that. Don't be in here yelling. Don't be cussing, cause I don't raise my voice in my house. I don't cuss in my house.
Mm-hmm.
So if a woman come and she bringing that type of presence, I think as a man, you warn her. Listen, baby, don't do that. I don't do that. I don't want that in my house. Now, she do it again, you show her the door.
Right.
I'ma physically throw you out because I feel like now you disrespecting me. Now, if you want to give me a struggle,
I ain't gonna physically throw out. I'm gonna ask her to
well,
leave.
if well,
So hopefully I don't have to put my hands on her.
I'm giving you worse scenarios.
Okay.
Now, if I gotta put you out and you put up a struggle, I'ma slap you. Bow, bow, bow. And then
You going to jail too.
but you know what, Barb? I'ma tell you this. Ain't nothing wrong.
So that makes you
wrong with going to jail because there's a lot
what's-
of niggas out here that's locked up minus
Going
the
to jail.
bars. If a person come to my house disrespecting me, I ain't got a problem going to jail. You ain't finna never
But
come
why
to
do
my
you
house
have to even
disrespecting
take
me.
it that far to put your hands on them?
Because
You
you're
can just call them-
disrespecting me
you
in
can
my
call the
home.
police, you can
If
walk
anybody
away.
disrespect a real man in his home, he's supposed to throw him out.
Okay,
and
this
a
is what I have a
being
problem with y'all, both
she's
of y'all.
going to put up a fight.
What makes-
And when she put that fight up, I'm opening the door with her head.
Why do you two get to strip the title of who a person is because he's different? What does
We don't strip it.
Yes, you are, because
It's
you're
just
calling
how
him
it
a guy. So what?
He
So
said he a guy.
you a
I
guy.
think
So
he
why
accepted.
aren't you a man because you walk away? Why aren't you
I
still
never
considered to
said
be
that.
a man because you tolerate more than what another man would tolerate? Why do you?
That is your
Why
saying,
does your
man. That's
title?
not what I said.
Why does the
That's
title
what we
have to
said.
change?
I said
But-
man walks away or get physical. I said for the person that stays there and takes the abuse is not a man. That's what I said. If a guy
So
sit
if a
there,
woman stays in a relationship and take abuse, what is she considered? She's not a woman?
You know what?
she trying to come
I feel
up.
that
She
she
probably
get-
ain't.
No, I'm asking y'all, is she still a woman?
No,
Yeah,
not in
she
my
is.
opinion.
She is.
I think she's a fool. I think a fool is anybody stay somewhere where they're not comfortable or feel welcome.
Yeah.
I think you a fool. If a nigga gotta be bouncing on your head to get some understanding out of you, you a fool.
And I think that's what a lot of people.
But if she chose that type of man that's bouncing off her head every chance he get, she the one chose that type of man.
She chose.
That's what she wanted. So I'm not mad
But
at
if
the
you don't know
woman
a
for getting what
person,
she wants.
see, this is. I'm glad you said that because I spoke with people who really disagree with you on calling women fools and stuff for staying in abusive relationships, because a lot of women that I've talked to disagree with that. Because
Have you ever seen her look like a raccoon? And then you'll be asking her the same thing.
But
you
no,
said. You'll be like, why
I would ask. No, I said, well, I would say, why would you stay? But would I call her a fool or would I say that she's stupid and she dumb? No, I don't know because I don't know the situation.
But why can't
And
I call her
that's
stupid for you?
Just
You thinking it?
That's just like a man. No, because I've been in abusive relationships.
Okay, if somebody
Why don't
see
you
Barb, if you see Barb every 3-4 months and she
Right.
looking like a raccoon, you can be like, why she keep fucking with that nigga? He be beating the fuck out of her. So what's wrong with me just saying it up front?
Because they don't feel that you should say
Well,
that.
I don't
Because
care how she
not
feels.
knowing the si- Okay,
The
okay.
facts
Have you?
speak for
Okay,
itself.
now let's be honest. Have you ever put your hands on a woman?
Yes.
Okay. And when you put your hands on that woman, did she leave you?
Yeah. Before
But did
some left, some stayed.
Some stay. So for the ones that stayed, they were considered to you to be what? Idiots for staying with you?
No, the ones that say they apologize to me. They
No, I'm
can't-
not asking you that. I'm asking you because you said any woman that allows somebody to put their hands on, it don't matter whether you're a
I
raccoon or
said
not.
bouncing off their
It don't matter. You bounced off her head.
No,
That
no,
one
I didn't-
tag.
no,
You slapped her,
That's
choked
not
her.
bouncing off her head. That's
Why
not
does it
bouncing
make
off her
a
head.
difference?
It does make a difference.
Why?
Because you know what? This is bouncing off your head. This is getting some understanding.
Oh my God! Hit motherfuckers hit.
No.
It is. What the
If I
hell?
hit you
So
with
if you
a-
stop me, oh my.
You can see a woman that's screaming woman acting crazy, you be like, listen, what you doing?
You can slap me and give me a black
You know
eye.
what's happening? She gonna snap. Now, if I gotta get some
Oh,
understanding,
my
I'll hit you
God.
with this. Stop doing that. I told your ass. That's different than me saying, stop doing that.
You still putting your hands on her
Okay. You
regardless.
spank babies, right?
No, she ain't your baby, nigga. She's
Well,
somebody
listen.
you having sex with.
See,
She's your woman.
I don't agree with
I'm
that.
asking
I
you
think my
this
woman is my
question.
baby.
What?
Well,
I think my woman is my baby.
let me ask this question. This
Full of
goes
shit.
what you talking about.
Full
Do
of
it make a
shit.
difference if she was right and wrong or wrong? For if this man like
That's
he said
right.
he got physical.
That's right.
If she wrong and he got physical, is it okay if as the opposite if he just whooping her ass just because?
No, none of it.
Justified.
It's not. Neither is justified. But what I'm saying is
It
that
is justified.
what I'm saying is this: if you are saying that a woman, and I'm saying a woman and a man, because women beat on men too. You got some men that be getting. I didn't believe in it at first, but they
Oh, I done saw a lot of.
But you got some men who really don't hit women back then and got fucked up. Like literally get fucked up. So what I'm saying is why is it that they're a fool when I'm quite sure you smack somebody. She come back. Is she your
But
fool?
that's not bouncing off her
It
head.
don't matter, nigga. You put your hands on her, so can people call her a fool
Barb,
for coming
listen.
back to you?
Some
I'm
people probably
I
have.
just asked you that question. Is it
I
allowed
think
for her to be a
I
fool?
think I don't
No,
think
don't
you
think for
understand.
me.
I don't think you
I
understand the
say hitting
difference from
somebody
beating
is
a girl ass
It don't matter.
and getting some understanding.
No,
Now,
nigga.
if
Anytime you
a
gotta put
man
your
collar
hands
you
on
up, so you tell me if a man grabbed you by your collar and held you there, he got his hands on you.
Yeah, he might have put a bruise on my neck.
So
or
now you gotta
something.
leave him.
Yeah, I might if he bruised me up pretty bad.
But it's okay for see. This is what women do. Women would abuse men mentally all day long. And we all can agree that the mental abuse is far worse than the physical abuse.
I agree.
Now,
Yes.
you abuse me, calling me out my name. You telling me what I am and what I'm not. You always doubting my character, telling me what I need and should be doing. But now, when I get tired of your mouth and I react, the whole world in. Oh, you terrible. Put them in cuffs. Lock them up. This is what you saying.
But do you think something?
But just because you got the law that's willing to lock a man up all the time, is it the right thing? Hell no. You got a prison system that runs off locking up black men. This is what they want you to do, and I think these women fall into that trap. You got 70%, 76% of the men that's locked up because of women. Women lock these niggas up. They ain't up trying to make some money for a woman. They out here hustling. They beat their woman to death, killed them, the woman. She puts these men in position.
So you say that a woman makes a man put his hands on?
Yes,
He that
absolutely. Oh, so it's weak now.
You know what?
It's
I ain't
weak.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna
It's
lie.
weak.
It's a percentage of men just beat women just because. But it's a higher percentage of men that beat women because of their mouth.
Well, usually
Okay, so
alcohol involved. Most alcoholics have a history of beating their women just because, you know, his boss dogged him out at work, so he go home and beat the wife. I'm not talking about that, Dre. I'm talking about, you know what? We in the house. Okay, listen, you already ain't giving me no sex. You halfway cooking. You always mouthing off. When my friends come around, you always in their face got something to say. You not giving me my respect as a man. Now you at the point you say F you nigga. You know what you talking reckless. Cause I believe I'm gonna go rewind a little. I believe when my company come over, it's time for you to vacate. You go in the back somewhere. Go in the room. Go outside. Go in the basement. There's no reason for my woman to be around me and my guys when we talking,
Right,
when we hanging out. You know what? If I'm going to hang out with the fellas, you shouldn't be there.
Unless there's other women there, it's like.
Unless it's a couple thing we there.
Right.
But I think a lot of these men allow first their woman to get too comfortable with them. Like I would never let a woman get too comfortable with me. You ain't gonna get to the point where you talking to me like I'm your brother. like I'm your
Well, we
cousin.
know that
or
never
one of your
gonna happen
homies.
with you.
But you see, I don't have the problems like a lot of these guys
You
have.
got some issues. You
I got my issues,
Yeah,
but
you
one
got some
is
problems.
I keep an understanding.
You got some problems.
I bet you,
Tolerating you
I bet
for
you,
the moment.
I bet you 60% of these guys out here that's running around, they don't have no understanding with their woman. And most of these guys hate going home. Most of these guys hate being around their woman.
So we can have understanding, but what is it good to have understanding for just that moment? And instead of having understanding forever. And when I say for just that moment, it's gonna be for just that moment because they don't stay.
So you saying just that moment in my presence?
Yeah.
Well, that's all I can control. Is what goes on in front of me. When I'm gone, for all I know, you around the corner messing around with the postman. I don't know what you doing.
So now let's go back to we talking about men allowing women to control. Do you think, or would you both? I'm asking both. Do y'all think that? Do y'all believe in the saying that a man usually dates or looks for traits in a woman that his mother has?
Yes, absolutely.
So if his mother was if his mother was a dominant woman who dogged his father or who just was that type of woman, period, he would probably attract that type of woman to be in his relationship with. So he probably would see nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Do you
I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit. I think this is a different time. See, when I grew up in the 70s and 80s, so the guys then, they all was similar. Just like all the guys is similar now. They're similar in a way, meaning that they was raised by usually a strong woman. They was raised by their mom, which you got these guys now, if you get into an argument with them, they react just like women. They think everything is feelings wise. If I disagree with you, that don't mean I'm disrespecting you. If I'm disagreeing with you, listen, I'm a king like you a king. We gotta say, you know what, we're gonna just have to agree to disagree. That don't mean we gotta fight. That don't mean we gotta shoot each other. These guys here get so emotional about everything because they learned from their mama. When you get mad, this is what you do. You get emotional.
Okay. So now, wouldn't you say a woman has a hell of a challenge of dating a man who has the same traits as her?
Okay.
If you emotional and I'm emotional,
I would say this part. I think dating.
And I'm gonna marry, and then no, if you emotional and I'm emotional, nigga, we gonna always bump heads and never get along, cause bitch, you ain't just like me. Me and you got the same traits.
And the reason why I was saying that, you got women that have kids, meaning that she once dated a man, and then she becomes a homosexual and she date women, right? The women are whooping the women butt more than the men. You got women, and they the same. But emotionally, they can't even handle it. You got the studs can't even handle the women that's similar to them, and they whooping their butt.
Yeah, because
so what you gonna say about that? Call the police on that too?
No, it's the same thing. I'm saying what I'm asking you is.
So why they stay together and you ain't got a problem with that?
Well, that's stupid too.
Them studs be busting their head.
I don't even know why. But what I'm trying to say is that a woman is how you want. Okay, would you say if you have a friend, he's an emotional creature. And he takes everything to the heart. He's sensitive. You can't say nothing to him. You gotta watch how you word things to him, or he's gonna always just take things out of context.
You wouldn't invite him to the football game.
If he's like that, and his woman is like that, would you say it's gonna always be some type of problem where it's not gonna work? So somebody in the relationship is gonna become masculine. A woman's gonna tap into her masculine. She's gonna tap into that man part and say, "Nigga, what the fuck?"
I don't.
Yeah, she will definitely step up.
Say that.
Somebody gonna step up in the relationship.
I think they're click because.
You think too emotional?
They both on the same page. That's just my opinion. I'm not for sure.
Well, I think this. It's gonna always be somebody ruling over somebody else.
Somebody gonna have
So
to take
if your foot ain't on her throat, you have to only assume her foot is on yours. She ain't gonna let you slide with too much. Just like if you was running shit, you ain't gonna let her slide with too much. You gonna sit up and have some order. So if you ain't got order, that means she got order over you.
Yeah, I don't see too many people, and I think that's the biggest thing when we looking at how women are in control. They're in control probably not because they want to be, it's because they have to be. Because if you would a crybaby bitch ass nigga, half these niggas can't change tires, don't know how to cut the grass, don't know how to do shit, she's gonna tap in, she gonna stand up and like, nigga, what?
I want to go back to the question you said, a man picking the characteristics of his mom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that. I feel like a man is gonna pick the exact opposite traits of his mom. Like in my position, I can't speak for Ball or a lot of other guys, but my mom had a lot of characteristics of wanting to be a man, wanting to be a dog, wanting to dog niggas and all that. So I would never pick the characteristics that my mom shared within another woman. I mean, because that's just asking for problems, you know what I mean?
So your mother has all boys, and by your mother having those characters, out of all the boys, is somebody who's exactly like her out of the brothers. Like has that, like I'm in control.
I think all is, because everybody is out their mind. Our mama was out her mind, so all the brothers is crazy, so I think
But I mean, you say you pretty much laid back and not too much.
I grew into that.
Okay, you grew into it.
Barb. You know, I used to be out my mind too. I grew into that.
But see, for me, Barb, I love my mama. And you know, with most women that I date similar to my mom. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my mom is a strong woman, she do her best. At the end of the day, that's all as a man I can ask for a woman to do. Do your best. It may not be good enough, but do your best, because as long as you're doing something, I can correct wrongdoing. But if you ain't doing nothing, I can't correct that. If you lazy and you just sitting on your butt, I can't fix that. So long as you trying, I can correct you and I can sit up here and help you grow.
So, how do you all see this affecting children? People who have children. How do you see, and I'm going to say boys, if you see your mother dogging your father, cussing him out, just always in control, what type of respect or what type of man do you think he would grow up to be?
Better. He gonna hate women. He gonna see how the problems his mama put his dad through, and I feel like his tolerance for a woman gonna be real thin. And I also think he'd probably lose respect for his father.
So if we have young men growing up in households, some of them are like this, some of them are not, even with boyfriends, because you gotta understand, stay with me, you gotta understand that when mothers have boyfriends and those are their children, not their children, the first thing they say to this man, you shut the fuck up. You don't tell him what to do, or you don't tell her what to do. You're not the father. That's disrespect. So as the children are constantly seeing this, what is it that can be done to help these kids? Because like you say, they're already broken. And they're going to already be looking for people to be damaging to them because they think this is how relationships are supposed to be.
You like throwing me right in the middle of the bullshit, right? So, I don't agree with how this start going. If I meet a woman and she got 3 kids, my mindset is this: I'm not staying around long.
But that's you. Well, I'm going to tell you what they say.
You threw me. Hold on, I'm going to tell you how it's going to work.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, if I meet a woman and she got kids, she ain't finna tell me what to do about her kids, because I'm not trying to be cool with your kids. I won't disrespect your kids and abuse them, but I'm not trying to play daddy with them. I'm not trying to take them to school. I'm not trying to pick them up. I'm not trying to do none of that shit. So you ain't got to worry about me telling your kids shit. If I see them sticking a fork or something in a plug, I'm going to be like, Linda, you probably want to go get him. I'm not going to jump up and stuff. I'm going to tell you to do it. If I see something wrong, I'm running it past you. If you want to do something about it, you do it. But I'm not going to take initiative for nobody else's kids. So, but if I met a woman, she ain't got no kids, that's different. Now, but we building our own shit. So now we can co-parent. We can sit up and do this together. We can learn each other. I can take that type of risk. I have not came across one man that raised another man's kids and sat back and said, you know what, I'm real proud of myself. Most of them got told "fuck you" at some point. Them kids said "fuck you," you ain't my daddy, and you mistreated my mama. They gonna always take the side.
If you mistreat their mother, that's a
Says who though? You a kid. I've been working for the last 20 years, put you through college, took care of your non-working mama, and you gonna say I misused her? Yeah, I probably cheated sometimes, but that ain't misusing. Your mama did shit too. That's why you ain't even know your brother ain't even my kid that I've been raising. You know what I'm saying? They don't
have
know.
all of them that think like that, boy. You have.
What I'm saying is
you have. So you saying out of 100%? I don't think.
I would say this is the statistics. If you
your statistics, or is it balls? Is gonna show up me
extra percentage of men that's being called daddy by kids, not even them kids' father. 20%.
Okay, and a lot of those children.
That's 2 out of 10 guys that think a kid is
we
daddy.
have to go back to say this. It's the mother goes through so many men. How can he even
that's why they evaluate shit,
validate any man?
But that's why I keep telling these men, quit giving these women value. Quit putting value on these women just because she with you right now. If she got 3-4 baby daddies, that means she got a low tolerance for anything. Just because she leave a man don't mean that man was wrong.
Have you ever helped somebody raise a child and said, "Damn, I shouldn't have did that"?
No, I normally don't meet the kids because I normally come home at 2 in the morning.
See, they gonna come through smash.
This is just a no-win situation.
Yeah, but you gotta think, a guy like Jay, he don't have to
let
worry
you
about
get electrocuted, and he gonna come over.
But you know what? If you jump up, you think about this, Barb. If a man gonna take an initiative of being a man playing his role, you'll get cussed out for it. Because you know what that woman gonna say eventually? That ain't your kid, you shouldn't have done that. If I felt that this kid should have got picked up early because I knew a storm was coming, well, why you do that? You shouldn't have done that. If I said, you know what, this kid can't be eating all this pork, you know what, we're going to throw all the pork out the house, she mad about that. But I'm trying to do what's best.
But that's going back to what we're saying. No, she's not mad about what you're saying and what you're doing. She's not mad about
she's mad her first.
You, and she's also mad about that you're putting her in a position now that she has to listen to you. Back to what we talking about. A woman doesn't like to listen to somebody. So yeah, you may be right. And she knows you're right, but she doesn't just
you ain't running past her.
You didn't run it past her.
I don't think a man should do that.
And she don't like the fact that now all of a sudden we can't eat pork because this nigga said we can't eat pork, and she probably know you're right. But it was a certain type.
But if you my woman, you supposed to follow me. If you any man's woman, you supposed to follow and support him. You are a helper to him.
In the beginning or the middle that you
see,
decided to switch up?
What you mean switch up?
I mean, when y'all first met, now see, this is how I'm going to just give you an average one. When y'all first met, was it no, we can't eat pork?
Well, you know what? As the man educate himself, he educate the woman, and then the woman educate the child. But now, of course, things is going to evolve because I didn't know you ain't supposed to eat pork. But now I know, so we ain't eating pork no more. So she got to be okay with that.
So what if she said, okay, I'm cool with you eating pork, but I'm gonna not eating pork, but I'm gonna continue to eat pork.
Okay, well,
you still be with her?
Okay, because now, hold on, we a unit. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem that black people have. You know what? If you want to separate yourself from me, to me, that's only the first level of separation. We going to eat because we're not even eating alike. If we ain't eating alike, we ain't thinking alike. If we ain't
y'all don't think alike, no way. You know, a woman is not thinking like you. Period. So just because you have to give a person time to wean themselves off, you just can't say, no, baby, don't eat pork. She might, okay, so if she says, okay, you and the kid, y'all do the no pork, but I'm gonna fry me a pork chop.
I have a problem with that.
Oh wow.
I almost have a problem with that because I don't want no pork chops in my house. I don't want no ribs in my house. So if I come home and you got a rack of ribs in the house, I'm gonna be upset.
Why that's gonna tempt you to take a bowl?
I'll probably take them and throw them in the garbage.
Why she cooking them for you?
But you cooking them in my house, I'm breathing that crap. I'm breathing that pork.
She cooking it in your house.
People gonna have a problem. Call Houston. We gonna have a problem.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And this is why women go for the weak and cheat with the strong. Because with the weak, she can do whatever she want to do in her house, and she can say whatever she want to say, and then he gonna say he's gonna be okay with her frying that pork chop and he eating some chicken.
So let me ask you a question, since I know I'm a strong dude. So do you think the strong dude get cheated on too?
Oh yeah.
So how do?
He's strong. Did you hear me? He's strong, so he's more of a person that's in control. And she has to listen. You missing the big picture. We don't like to listen. Women do not like to listen.
So tell me how would I know my woman cheating on me? Because I tell her I know where she at when I call her FaceTime. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you do know it's all different ways
Bro,
of
all
cheating.
it take is 5
I'm
minutes
talking
to
about the
some
physical part. I don't care about her on the phone sometimes with a dude.
Well, you don't
I'm talking about who gets it at the end.
Yeah, easy work. I'm in a meeting. She can't talk to
I'm
me.
going to the mall. I'm going to here.
You ain't follow her everywhere. You
Well,
ain't with her all the
listen,
time. At her sister's house. You meet them at her sister's house.
Listen.
Cousin
shit,
party.
his house.
You know what I'm saying? It's always women can cheat, and the thing is, you're not there 24 hours, so it's always to do. You can say, oh, she at the gym. I know she at the
She
gym.
at the market.
Yeah, she is at the gym, but you don't know what she doing at the gym. You see what I'm saying? You got a track on the car. I go park my cousins was so scared. They used to go park their car. I used to live on Grand River and in the Robert Threes. They used to bring their cars and park their cars in the apartment complex. And then tell them, oh, I'm over Barbara house.
And then leave with another nigga.
And leave with somebody else.
Well, I guess if a whore will be a whore, you can't
Yeah,
stop a
so
whore.
you can't stop nobody from cheating. That's a man or a woman. You can't. So that's just, what you say, Drew?
Wow.
Well, I say, it don't take long to have sex. If a person know they creeping out and they came to creep out to give you something, you going straight, they gonna park, hide, do whatever. Say they going to the market, come straight to the destination. They ain't gonna waste no time. Bust that motherfucker open for you. They ain't go to the market, grab the 2-3 items. They ain't go home like that's where they was at.
And pretty much a woman ain't gonna tell that strong nigga he can't have no pussy, but she gonna tell that weak ass thing, I ain't fucking you tonight. But she ain't gonna tell him that. But she'll tell that she'll go home. Matter of fact, she'll probably fuck that nigga all night and go home to him and say, nigga, I don't feel like fucking. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. I'm on my period. All type of shit. So I'm just saying, women do all type of shit. So we gotta close it up.
Okay, yeah, come on, let's come with the last word,
So
man.
my last words would be on this is that I think men who come from households where women are very dominant and just in control in the relationships at home with the fathers, if you grew up in a 2-parent home, or even if your mother is like that with a boyfriend, when a woman sees that, she picks up that characteristic, she picks up that personality. If a young man sees it, he probably becomes more passive and laid back, like, oh, I don't want to, get involved in that type of stuff like that. I just say in the whole situation is don't take it.
My point, I'm gonna make it simple. I just feel like women don't respect men that can just push over, walk over, that's not strong, they're never respected. That's it.
Okay. I don't think a woman has the knowledge or the wisdom to tell a man his role. She can't tell a man what a real man would do. I don't think she can tell a man what he should be doing. I don't think she has that knowledge. I think if she got something to say, she say it, the man think about it, and if he gets back with her and he say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. She chose that type of man. If she choose aggressive man, if she choose abusive man, whatever type of man she chose, that's what she getting. I don't think, she should be calling the police because you chose to be with a guy that's kicking your ass. Because still, that's somebody's son, that's somebody's daddy, that's somebody's uncle. You know what he was about when he brought him to the table. Either be with him or you don't. So that's my last words on far as a woman controlling anything. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Conversation with OGs. We out.
Peace.